Hey guys, welcome to Lorcorner. I'm your host Josh. As always, I've got the magical
Dan.
with me, and this week we're very happy, very hyper, very excited because it was set release this weekend and we opened lots and lots of goodies.
We had a lot of fun.
We ran a large event, which was super good. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah.
So our topics for today are going to be our release event.
Yes.
We're also going to talk about cards and that from the set.
You've got an exciting end of the week.
Yeah, I'm going to talk a little bit about Lille.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm nervous, but I can't wait to meet people there. So, yeah.
It's looking good.
And then we've got a couple of announcements to make at the end, don't we? So, yeah.
Only a few. We like doing twos.
Yeah,
I think
twos.
Yeah, we like that.
Yeah.
Nice. Two announcements. Two things.
So, yeah. Let's get started with our release event.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, thank you to everyone for coming to it. It was great. I had a great time.
Yeah.
Even though I wasn't playing, I was just running and I was stressed.
You love doing it.
Someone turned up late, but he was dressed as Piglet, so I think we can let him off. It was pretty cute.
Yeah, I had to grab a colander on
Was that en route you got that?
I was en route, yeah. I was like, I swooped by Tesco, I grabbed that, and I was just like wandering down the kitchen aisle, saw it, I was like, perfect, and then I saw the little curry dish, I was like, that's going to do for my shoulder as well.
You should have got some more rope, because you could have tied it on.
I couldn't get rope, I had to get, that was just yarn, like, it was knitting yarn from the pound shop.
Oh, amazing.
I was like, yeah, rope, I was like, I don't even know where one buys rope.
So yeah, there was a great message between me and you earlier in the morning where you're like, I'll be there about 10:30. I'm like, yeah, cool, that'd be great. I probably won't be there till like 11. I'm sorry, I'm going to be a bit late. And then I'm there at like 1 o'clock. It's Dan.
Yeah. You're like, we're just setting off now. I was like, that's fine, I'm still cooking.
It was more funny because it was like
cutting out a sword. Like,
everyone else, bar like one person had turned up.
Yeah.
So they were all there like, who are we waiting for, Josh? And I'm like,
Dan.
The other organizer.
I mean, I feel kind of sad nobody realised it was me. Like, who are we waiting for? Like, oh yeah, this is Dan.
Well, I don't think they were expecting you to play.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, and the fact that you hadn't arrived before that point,
they're like, oh,
people were like, he must not be very well, or he's not coming today. It's just Josh, which upset a lot of people.
Just Josh,
just me.
No.
Not the handsome smiley Dan.
Nobody being upset at that. Just this fool turning up dressed as Piglet.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And yeah, our event itself went really well.
It did, yeah. 32 players,
and that was, we had people asking if there was space still, didn't we?
Yeah. And it's like a double. We shouted Gem out last episode for the little trinkets, and then
that was the best news of the
bucket
weekend.
hat win.
Yeah, Gem came in a bucket hat. I'm wearing my lovely Donald hat today, but I do have a bucket hat for Lille.
I have a lot of squishing going on.
Yeah. I've got it for the weekend. I'm going to take it to Lille with me. And yeah, I wore it this weekend, just gone. It's got a stitch on it. It's black and white and reversible. So I'm pretty excited to send some pictures.
You suit it as much as I dislike bucket hats.
Yeah. I was like, this is not going to be my thing. And then I put on, I was like, no, I kind of like this.
It.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll be wearing that at Lille.
I need one of those, the caps. I don't even know what they look like, but the ones that are on the prize wall.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that.
But yeah, I'm a little.
So yeah, big shout out to everyone that came to our release event. Thank you so much. It was really fun. I hope you all had a good time. And yeah, big shout out to Jem, who is there week in, week out. Bless her.
Yeah.
And yeah, she won.
Piloted that deck superbly.
Yeah, should be some people who I would consider really good players as well.
Yeah.
How was your sealed?
Mine was good. I played very greedily round one. Which
and won, of course.
No. I paid for it. Yeah, I'd got the new Hercules down, the bodyguard resist. I was like, yeah, it's a 5/6. Yeah. Something like that.
Nothing can deal with that, right?
I was like, nothing can deal with this. So 6/5 with resist. And I was like, nothing's going to deal with this. And then my opponent played the Zeus card where it gains when it challenges, it gains the same attack as what it's challenging. And I was like, I'm just going to quest. That's a fair enough trade. Like, I get my 2, you're just going to trade into it, so you're not going to get 2 off of your Zeus. I was like, that seems like a fair trade. And it just crushed my tempo. After that, I was just like, just top decking and like Harry had built like a nice little bit of synergy in where he was like able to draw off of a few different things, and I was just like, okay,
So one of the
this.
decks of the weekend was actually piloted by my housemate. His seal deck. He had like a bunch of magicals, and he had Isabel and Ulma. So he had like the tutor, and he had the really good evasive one. So he was basically just playing like
mini madrigals.
Yeah, madrigals with a few good cards.
Nice.
Yeah, so
I did not see a single madrigal.
Really?
Yep.
That's crazy.
And I did not see a single song despite pulling the legendary Cinderella. So I was like, great, I've got a 9-cost singer, but none of the 0 songs.
Because one person in their pool had, I think it was 4 mob songs.
Wow.
And they were playing 3 in their deck.
Yeah.
And I know someone else, because sealed is only 6 boosters.
Yes.
Someone else had 4 legendaries. I think they only played 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
But they had 4 legendaries in their 6 boosters.
It happens. Sometimes you get 3 legendaries in one booster pack.
Like, yeah. I mean, when I was opening my packs on Friday, we did the whole Friday release again. I went down to Dice. I'm hoping, Touchwood set 5, we might be able to get down to London and do some stuff at the Disney store. I'd really, really love to do that. Fingers crossed.
The art card. So for people who don't know, like when they do this at the Disney store, they have somebody there who's designed one of the cards, and they always give them like a poster to sign. And we've got one.
2. I've got
set 1 and 2 from Matt.
Yeah.
And I've got Matt's set 1. But yeah, this one looked really nice. Like
it was really
good.
pretty.
I was like,
And they had some exclusive promos as well.
Yes,
which I believe you can get if you. Yeah, I think you can get them if you register early at Lille.
And Atlanta for any Americans.
Oh yeah, Atlanta. Yeah, is that not already happened?
No, same weekend, I believe.
Oh, is it? It's this weekend coming. Oh, I thought it was before.
No, I think it's the same.
Oh, okay. Anyway,
I have been so wrapped up in our own little like.
Yeah, we're doing so much of it. We've just we sorted a bunch of jerseys.
Yes, we did.
Finally sorted those all out. Got everyone's details. All of those. And yeah, it's a Friday release event. Went and got all my stuff, and I opened a pack, and I had a foil Ursula.
Nice.
Which upsets me because I don't like foils. So I was like, oh, this sucks. One of my legendaries from this pack is going to be a foil Ursula. And I then pulled back the next card, and it was a normal Ursula, and I was like, oh, okay. I pulled back the next card, it was a Diablo. I was like, well, this is a pack, isn't it?
Wow.
It was pretty good.
I would have loved it if it was just Ursula pack.
All the way through.
Yeah, all the way through. So good.
We've got pre-Ursula rare. And yeah.
Yeah, my friend Amy, who I work with, she said today in one of her packs, she got, not in the same pack, sorry. She's got 2 holo legendaries, and they're both Diablo.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, you do realise that's like a £30 card at the moment.
Yeah,
he's like, what? I was like,
really, but I think he's going to be quite good, so I can see why. The only card that's like starting to rise in price and is confusing me a little is Yensid. And I think it's because like everybody wants the broom deck to be good, so people are buying up Yensid so they can play the broom deck. But it's like him on himself is not necessarily amazing.
Yeah.
So
we'll see what happens. It's nice enough. I tried out a little bit of a broom deck yesterday. Re-downloaded Pixel Dawn. Haven't played in a long time. But I was like, I'll try this out. Did one game against the discard deck. I got to 18 lore, and I was just stuck there, and like I needed to get my grabby swords, and it just could not grab my sword. It just was not happening.
Oh dear. But yeah, on our release event, we had I think 2 enchantments opened.
Yes,
so
yeah.
Sisu and
the Madrigal. Look at this family.
Yeah. Did you open any in any of your?
I got the Musketeer Minnie Mouse enchanted in mine. I went over to a friend's my friends plural, and at their house we did like a mini sealed event. So they both got troves. So they opened their troves up and did 6 boosters from there. Although Alex cheated, he opened all 8. So we only found that out after we'd started to play a little bit. And then I had 6 of mine out of a booster box. And yeah, so and then as Abby and Alex were playing, I was like, I'm just going to sit and open some packs while you two. And like the 12th pack in, like hit the Enchanted Mini, which for me was really, really nice because I've not seen them.
Yeah, so this is what I was bringing up, was because you hadn't seen any before this weekend, had you?
Yeah. So Friday I went into Dice to see who was in, what was going on, and I think out of the 5 or 6 people in there that opened booster boxes. I think they basically all had
Well, I was one of those
an
people.
enchanted. So I had seen the walls.
I'm really happy with the
Snuggly
wall. The
Duckling,
wall is
I
as pretty
think.
as I want it to be.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd seen the Bruno card that you were talking about last week. Saw that in person.
Yeah, how pretty is that?
Yeah, it's really nice. The greens on it and like.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Yeah, it's so good, and it, like I said, it really works well with the normal version as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I opened the Ariel's Grotto, much to my wife's happiness. She's a massive Little Mermaid fan, so yeah, I opened that and was like, "Can I sell this?" And was promptly told to put it in my shinies folder so she could ogle it.
Very nice.
Yeah, and while I was there, a few people opened. Someone else opened the wall. I think we had 2 or 3 copies of the wall. So yeah, it was a great day. I really enjoyed it. I've got some more boosters coming this week, and I finally secured my morph. I finally managed to secure one, so
excellent.
I'll be picking that up not this weekend, but next weekend, because this weekend I'm away.
You're away.
So yeah, cards. So let's get into more detail.
So I put together a little sealed guide and did the usual bread, which someone sent me a message and was like, "Oh, I loved the dream thing you did," and I was like, "Dream," and then they were like, "Sorry, that was a typo. I meant bread." And I was like, after that, I was like, "Actually, this works.
Can we make it dream?
Can we make it dream?"
Oh man!
And I was like, that actually kind of works because you can have draw, removal, evasive, aggro, and then massive things.
Sure.
And I'm like, dream. We're changing seal to dream.
I don't know if I like that as much.
No, the elements are there. Like
we can use bread dream.
Bread dream.
In sealed, remember bread dreams.
Yeah. But yeah, I kind of like dream. I think it can work. Maybe
we'll work it out. We'll work it out. We still got removal in there.
Yeah.
So
we still got removal.
Yeah.
We still got evasive, aggro. I don't think bombs either. Like I called it big stuff because traditionally it's bombs, and I get why, but I just don't think it's very Disney.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I was like, big stuff. That's fine.
Call them like Disney legends.
Yeah, if we're going with dreams.
Yeah.
What does M become?
What is it replacing?
Magic.
D, which is draw. It's
more cards.
Yeah, more cards, or manipulation.
Yeah.
It's like if you can manipulate your hand so it's better than your opponent's.
Yeah.
Because a lot of games. Oh! Hang on, producer wants to say something. Go on then.
We're going all haunted mansion, just a spooky voice.
That mulligan.
Oh, mulligan.
That's not the same as drawing, though. That's
it's a valid point for the guide, I guess. Like,
there were a couple of people when I played and they forgot that mulligan wasn't there.
Yeah, it's something we overlook as people that have played card games for so long. Like, some people do not know what to mulligan for.
Well, one thing we might need to do is make our introduction a little bit more comprehensive. Because when I told one of...
He's off. You can tell it's a podcast.
Sorry. When I told one of our players that they could change their cards between rounds.
Yes.
With cards that they'd opened on the day. So like their pool is always their pool for the entire day. That like blew their minds, and they were like, "I did not know this. I've never known this. No one else here knows this."
Yeah, I did not know this either.
Yeah.
The 2 people that wrote the rules in our Discord for us, they did not know this either.
Yeah.
So we have changed it now. We've updated it.
When you open a sealed pool, that's the pool of cards you have to build your deck from all day, and you can change that between rounds, not between games,
makes complete
between
sense.
rounds.
Yeah.
At least that's how every sealed I've ever participated in.
We have just never mentioned that before. And
I just kind of assumed it was common knowledge. But then, one of our players, Jay, was saying to her son, like, "Oh, take all of my cards, your cards, get your mum's cards, we'll put them on this text box together." And I was like, "You can't do that. They're separate pools. You need to keep them separate in case you want to change cards out later." And she was just like, "What? Sorry? You can change cards?" I'm like, "Yeah. You have to stick with what you build at the start of the day." Were there any cards that you didn't rate necessarily when you were building or originally, and then someone used against you and you were actually like, "This is pretty good"?
The winter camp one, lots of people were using that, and that was pretty cool.
The healing came in pretty.
The healing,
useful, especially on I saw Angry Beast get healed quite a few times.
Yeah, and Mulan.
Yeah,
like it dropped that early and then put it in there. That worked quite good. And got people ticking over. One of my standouts was the make a potion. 2 damage to somebody that is already damaged. that was good for finishing some stuff off or destroying an item. I got a win off a plank.
Oh, nice.
Because somebody needed to quest for one, they put a bell down, and I was like, plank, pay 2, get rid of a hero character. So that was quite nice. One of the real standouts, which I thought they were going to be good anyway, but I didn't necessarily think they'd be so handy in sealed, was the new Flynn Rider, where if you have a card that has the highest attack.
So I'm going to get onto that because I had a rules question on the weekend about that.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
so we can chat about him in a second.
We can chat about him in a second.
My cards that I saw that I was quite surprised by were actually the contracts.
Okay.
A lot of people were playing them because obviously they're your opponent discards a card or you get to do something.
Yes, yeah. Ursula's Trickery. That one came in clutch quite a few times.
And there's also Triton's Decree.
Yes, yeah, they choose who to do 2 damage to.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people playing that, and it was quite a decisive card. I mean, it's sealed, so there's not a ton of removal, so that was quite good. I had someone tell me that the RLS Legacy Cannon's not a good card in sealed, and then immediately afterwards they sat down next to where my judge table was and were playing, and their opponent blew them out completely with the RLS Legacy. So I felt pretty validated by that.
Someone played that against me, and I immediately next turn went potion, banish that, because I was like, I'm not letting you keep that there.
Yeah,
like not at all.
Yeah, their opponent basically got one guy on the board that quested for 2, had like 3 or 4 cards in hand, and then for the rest of the game was just like kill your stuff, like quest with this. Occasionally play a guy to help beat up, but they just cleaned their board out. So so let's move on to rulings since we were talking about Flynn.
Yes, yeah.
So one of the rules questions I was asked at the weekend was, when I'm comparing my highest character's power, do I compare it to each creature on their board or the sum of all the creatures on their board?
Right.
Because it says if they have more than all of the creatures on their opponent's board, and they were confused as if it was
like all together.
Yeah, so like if I had a 2, a 3, and a 4,
nuts, wouldn't it?
I'd have 9, and their guy's got 7, so it's not enough. And that just I had to sort of explain. No, it's you compare it to each one separately. The card in question was Nessus, the big.
Oh yeah.
So like not much in the format really beats him.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, you're fine. Like you're bigger than everything. Yeah. And one thing that was interesting was like having your own Nessus wasn't a counter to that combo because it's still, if it's still the same as if it's still the same even if you're on equal power, it's equal or more. So you still get your.
You still get the 3. Oh
yeah.
Wow. I missed out on a few lore there. Then.
So if you have Nessus and Flynn, it's a really hard thing to counter in this.
My Flynn just sat there a lot of the time, and I'd be like, I got a really nice curve going in quite a few games where I was like, okay, Flynn, and then next turn Max, Eric's dog, great 4/3 on a 3-drop, so good, especially in sealed. Like having sat and gone through and like looked at stats, I was like, there's nothing that is like.
As
around that like I am not going to be able to like beat, and they're going to have to trade a couple into possibly. So I was like, he's great, and that let him do it. And then it was like, I think it's Li Shang, like he's got a 5/5 for 5. So that, and then really it was just like a lot of the Mulan characters actually, like a lot of the fighting guys, like the army, they came through like
Mishu.
Yeah. I mean. The
Mushu Ravensburg.
Yeah, the ancient statue or whatever. Used that a few times. That was pretty good.
I did.
So I really did not rate stuff like Chinpo. And he was great. Like the 5/7. Because I played Hercules in one game, and I was like, "There's Hercules," and then my opponent just went Musketeer Minnie Mouse. And I was like, okay, he's gone.
Yeah.
And then, but because I knew they had that and that was an option, even the slim chance of it coming up again, the next time I had Herc and that in my hand, I was like, Ink Hercules, play that, because I knew then he wouldn't get hit by because he's 4/7, he wouldn't get hit by it. So
I saw a lot of people playing him, and he seems really, really good. I also saw a lot of people playing. I can see the card, and I can't think what it's called. The broom, the low cost broom.
The 1-cost.
The 1-cost one. I saw a lot of people playing that, which I kind of found interesting in sealed, because like one of the reasons I think it's good in it will be good in standard is because you have so many other cards that combo with it. You know, you can discard it and then get it back later and do stuff
from
with
the
it.
other brooms,
Oh.
But in a sealed event.
In a sealed event, I don't know if I rate that card.
Yeah,
it's
I feel like you, a lot of the time, would value a body down more than you would the card draw.
Yeah.
And like, because there's so few spread removal, other than the mob song, I think, in this one. Maybe
3 to 3.
Avalanche that does 1 across the board, but it's not.
Yeah, I was just interested to see people playing that and most of the time cracking it for the card draw.
Yeah.
I found that really interesting.
Yeah.
Another rule question we had was if my opponent has no cards in hand and I play something like Ursula's Edict or like one of the contracts, do I still get the effect?
Yeah.
Even though they haven't, or can they choose to discard even though they have no cards to discard? Do I still get the effect if they don't discard a card?
Yeah.
So just so I had to explain out that you are giving them the option to discard a card to stop you doing
stop you from drawing.
They cannot do that, and therefore you get to do it. Which made a lot of sense to people. But I was asked it. Actually, that was my biggest question of the weekend, 3 or 4 times.
I had one with the miracle candle, where somebody was like, if I play, it was Triton, so it was banish an item and gain 3 lore. And they were like, if I banish the candle with this, do I also get the candle's effect?
No.
But it's the banishing of itself is
the cost is banishing it. Yeah.
So it's not
a good question.
It is a good question, So I had to clarify.
You had a question at one point, didn't you, for me?
I did, in regards to challenging and challenges.
Yeah,
because
so they've changed. I had a look. I think they have changed the wording on Challenger. Because it used to say when this character challenges a character.
That's what I had in my head, because I don't use Challenger cards a lot. So it was just, and I've not played for quite some time, really, in like a serious way. So I was just like, and I asked you because I wondered if it would still trigger out a location.
So Challenger is whenever this card challenges, and the way to deal damage to locations is to challenge them. So it does still trigger.
So they do still trigger.
Yeah.
Which is good. Good to know.
A lot of practice for this weekend.
Yeah.
Which is
I think you were surprised. Like I was sat near the judge table round 1, wasn't I? And like you were like, it's only round 1, and I've already had 3 calls.
I was not
new sets, new interactions, though, isn't it? Like,
yeah.
And whilst there's a few new gimmicks with the new shift and the Sing Together, like it's more new things that cards can do. It's nothing truly revolutionary. It's similar to what we've had before, but just little tweaks to things. It's like,
I also think like a lot of our players know it's a safe place to ask those questions, right? Like, and a lot of the times I was called over for a judge call. It wasn't, I've done this, I'd like a ruling on this or whatever. It was always like, the two of us have been talking about this, we don't know how this resolves, could you tell us how it resolves? Which was like, that was quite refreshing after the store championships, which had been a bit more like guarded, like
heated.
It
was really nice. Like,
it was a great day.
Yeah, it's always good to look around the room and see people like laughing and having like an actual joke about stuff and getting into things. So
it was a great day, and hopefully, touch wood, we've posted our events in our Discord for next few weeks. So we should have some more fun events coming up. But this weekend it's gonna be a sad weekend for everyone because I'm not there.
It is.
Dan's sad
for me.
Dan's sad. I'm not there. But Dan's gonna run comp and casual. In fact, you're running starter decks, aren't you?
We're just gonna go for a starter deck tournament, and then if people want to stick around and do casual, they can do.
We like doing that after set release. It's like kind of our thing,
I just feel like people aren't too sure what to play right now. People don't have all the cards yet, so there's no point in trying to get people to cobble together new decks. They're not. No one wants to play.
They're not technically legal, I believe.
Yes, exactly.
For like another 2 weeks anyway. But obviously, casual will let people play them.
Exactly.
But we just normally do a starter deck because it's sort of eases people into the mechanics and the interactions between cards and sets and stuff.
I think the Madrigal stuff is actually really pretty cool. Like, I don't necessarily know, I've not tried out the new starter decks, and I don't necessarily know if that is the stronger of the two, but I can see a solid basis there for a decent theme deck. Like, especially with the tutoring with Alma.
It's one thing we need to talk about movie night. I'm worried about it being a bit too powerful for movie night.
Possibly.
because they're just really good.
Just such good effects.
Just really good, yeah.
So,
But that's a whole other can of worms.
Yeah,
and our
it's-
next movie night isn't for a while, so I thought I'd save that for a bit.
yeah. But it was just an interesting thing. I went down a rabbit hole last night as I was sorting cards of what if I did a puppy deck with just puppies and the Bruno super rare. And then I was like, maybe you could put Alma in to tutor him out as well. And then
God. Here we go.
and you
Here we
just
go.
like-
No. Let's
But
save let's save this for.
it's not consistent
Yeah.
enough.
Let's save this for your pixel-born crafting. All right.
Yeah.
So this weekend, Friday, I travel.
Yes.
Jumping on the Eurostar. So
Yeah.
I'm popping down to my parents in Milton Keynes Friday morning,
Mhm.
and then Friday evening I jump on Eurostar off to
Nice.
Lille. Direct train from St Pancras to Lille. My hotel is over the road from the train station, so that should be nice and easy.
Lovely,
And the venue's
yeah.
about 2-3 minutes away, so I'm really excited.
Very
I'm really
nice.
looking forward to it. I'm also a little terrified.
Yeah.
I'm going on my own. There's no one from our shop going at all. Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
I'm a little. I can be a little bit socially awkward. So, if you
You'll be
do
fine.
see me there, please come say hello.
Yeah.
Come tell me that you hate.
But we
our
do
podcast.
know a few other people that are going to be there, but the actual
Yes.
travel bit you are doing.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm meeting up with some of our locals, Lou and Reese, once I get there. But Lou is on another side of the hall, I believe, judging, and Reese is a player.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That'll be
If there are
interesting.
any content creators there, or even just anyone that watches us and wants to have a chat,
Come
catch
say hi
up,
to
come
this
say hi to
handsome
me.
man.
I will chat to you no end about Disney and Lorcana. Don't worry about
Just mention
Um,
Figment to him, and then
oh,
that's it.
yeah.
You'll have a long
that.
chat
Yeah,
about Figment.
it's so good.
Like,
I can't wait for that card. You're gonna get a Figment card. Oh my god, yeah.
Ask him about how he would restructure Disneyland Paris.
Oh yeah,
and-
I have full rebuild plans for Disneyland Paris. Could give you a good child lecture on that. I'm also looking forward to meeting all the judging staff. I know at the minute that I think we talked before about they're using different people at each event and that, but if I start to do this more regularly, I'm assuming these are people that I'll probably see.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to meet them. Obviously, with Birmingham coming up later in the year,
Yeah.
we want to go to that, and I'd love to be a judge at that, or a content creator. I'm not fussed about playing, I don't think, because I just
You love all the other side of it. You love judging. Yeah.
I like making people happy, and I feel like as a TO, I really
You don't
get to
think you're going to do that as a player when you're beating them?
No. Just like as a TO, like giving people stuff on the weekend, like giving them their promos and that, and they were all like, "Oh, thanks so much," and like I didn't expect this, and I'm like, "Yeah, this is what you get for coming to play with us. It's great. Like, be happy. I'm so happy you're happy about it." And here's all the prizes that we're gonna have this season, and
I posted obviously on our Instagram like the picture of me and you that Charlotte took of us before, and I was like, just captioned it like TOing like the Disney magic way, because that's just what we do.
Yeah.
We are that, and like I have my backpack with my Figment pocket watch pin on, my cast member one, and it was only yesterday I was talking to somebody about it, and I remembered that it says like time to create magic inside, and I'm like, that is like,
that's what we do.
yeah,
That's what we're trying to do.
yeah, that's kind of been like my motto for a lot of things, and I'd kind of forgot about that and realised at the same time that actually that's just what we do. Like,
So talking about time to make magic. So at Christmas we had a fun event, and at Halloween we had a fun event,
we did.
and we haven't had one of those in a while because
We
like
haven't. Like,
it's not really been a holiday thing. So I'm thinking
Yeah.
like maybe in the near future we might have to have like a
well, we've got Lorcana's birthday.
yeah.
Like,
We've got the 1 year
we can-
anniversary.
Yeah,
We could
we've
do
got the 1
something,
year anniversary.
Yeah.
We can do that.
get a bunch
Mid-August, early September.
bunch of additional prizing and stuff. That'd be cool. Yeah, I just was thinking the other day like we've not done anything in a while, and
Yeah.
we'll be doing Halloween again. We'll be doing Christmas
Yeah,
again.
of course.
But yeah,
It's because the best holidays are stacked at the end of the year. Like Easter just sort of didn't fall right, did it? Like,
yeah, and also like there's nothing like Easter related. Like we could do
Yeah.
some spooky stuff at Halloween.
Yeah,
do,
exactly. Do villains
and
again,
stuff, and Christmas was pretty easy. It was just
well, we did the draft, didn't we?
yeah, put
which
all
was
your
good.
Disney Christmas stuff, and here's a bunch of presents from us,
Yeah.
which include booster packs for a draft.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it was good fun.
yeah, but I just think we need to know all those.
Yeah.
So,
That cake, that like an event in America had the cake, and that looked incredible.
oh, the Ursula
Like the
cake.
Ursula,
Yeah, if you haven't
yeah.
seen it, give it a Google search.
Yeah.
Ursula returns cake.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll pop up.
Yeah, it's the card like
Yeah.
fully on there, and then
There were tentacles.
Tentacles. Yeah, it was so cool.
Yeah, it's great. I love doing little things like that. I mean, like we like just doing silly stuff,
Just like
don't we? So,
chilling.
yeah.
I think like maybe we do a Disney quiz night one day in the near
that'd
future.
be cool.
Like not necessarily on Lorcana night. We could do a different night and that.
Expand the community nights.
Yeah. Do a bit more. Because I'm not stressed enough as it is with all the things we're doing.
Look at us.
I get back to Saturday morning when I'm sat there with all the boxes, counting them, going, "Have I got enough? Yeah, cool. Right, who's here? Let me get a list."
Yeah. Like who's paid online, who's not.
Yeah. And then like the moment the event starts, I'm like, I'm so happy now.
Yeah, you breathe a sigh of relief, like.
But yeah,
that's great stuff.
I've thought of another announcements. We might have 3 announcements to make.
Oh, okay.
So
we do announcements and then hot takes.
Yeah, we'll do announcements then hot takes.
Okay, cool.
So first announcement is not this week, but starting next week, we are going to have 2 leagues run.
Yes,
at Dice Cup. We are going to have a seniors and a juniors. So juniors will be under 16s only. Seniors will be everybody. So if you are a junior and would like to play in the senior league, then you are welcome to do that. But we are going to run them separate, as we found a lot of cases where we kind of want to nurture and grow that younger community, and it's sometimes hard to do that when they're playing against adults, or they just need different help or understanding, or like parts of the game are harder for them to grasp, sort of thing. Like it's a different ballpark, and we want to, like we did with our casual and competitive, like we don't want to ignore either side of the community. We don't want to ignore this either. We'd like this to grow, and we'd like to build that. So there will be separate events. There will be separate prizing for those events. So it means the kids have a good shot at getting some of the cool goodies over the season. I mean, we give stuff out randomly anyway, but I think
we do. But it'd be nice for
and there'll still be prizing, same kind of prizing that we have for adults. We'll have for the kids league, and it'll be the same price. It'll be,
which would be really cool.
Next announcement
number 2.
I'm going to announce that we're moving the release of the podcast.
Yes, we are.
So
we're still going to film earlier-ish in the week.
Yeah, we're going to film earlier-ish in the week, but to give Dan some more time to edit it, and because of some things that are going on in my life, we're going to be filming to Tuesday nights.
We are.
And then we're going to release on Fridays about midday. We're thinking that way, like you can listen to it on your lunch break or on your way home from work on Friday, and you can tell us all about it on Saturday when we see you at Lorcana.
Which would be nice. And then can feedback in a little bit more naturally. People will like watch it on Wednesday, and then sometimes like we get the odd comment like at the weekend, and like, oh yeah, I forgot not forgot they'd watched it, but like it's other things that have happened in between.
Big shout out to JB, because they've commented on a lot of our YouTube videos, and had some really good discussions with them. One of the things I want to talk about, not next week but the week afterwards, was the point system that they were talking to us about.
And why won't we be talking about it next week?
So next week, real life is getting in the way. So I'm coming back from Lille on Monday. We should be recording on Tuesday, but I need to stay at my parents' for my day job for a couple of days, so I won't be back in Nottingham until Wednesday night, Thursday. And due to that, I won't be here to record. But rather than not record, our lovely producer, my beautiful wife, and Dan came up with a great idea.
Well, you said we could film with me and Charlotte, and I was like, yeah, that's great. And I was like, what if we did a ladies episode? So we just get as many like of the players in as possible, and we're gonna do a ladies night.
Females from our community.
We're gonna take over.
We could. I mean, get Corey in a wig. That'd be hilarious. But So next week you're going to be filming, and I think you've got a different location, right?
We have, yes. The set will look a little bit different, mainly because I don't know how many people. We want to get as many people involved as possible. So when you watch this, listen to this, whatever, if this sounds like something you would like to do, reach out to me, Charlotte, Josh, and by all means let us know, because we'd like as many people, and we'd like to hear their thoughts about it. And I don't know if we can fit that many people on this little setup. So we're going to have a change of scene. And
so I think the plan now is to film Tuesday night, 6 o'clock at the Dice Cup. So if that's doable for people, if you reach out to us, reach out to Charlotte and Dan. I'd say reach out to one of them two and not me, just because I'm probably going to be pretty mindset on Lille.
Ping us a message on YouTube or on the Instagram. That'll come through to me.
Or the Discord.
Yeah, or Discord.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time today just sat reading rules.
Yeah.
Like, get ready for Friday.
You're revising, yeah.
Yeah.
This is your GCSEs right now.
I want to be the best I can be. I want to be a great judge. I want to make everyone's day great. I can't wait.
You will. Don't worry.
So yeah. Next week's episode will be a special episode. It'll be released on Friday. It'll be a ladies' night episode. Where like I said, we'll have my wife and some of the girls in our community come along and chat about playing Lorcana.
Yeah. Why they got into it, how it feels to be in this like usually male dominated space, and other wonderful topics.
Yeah. Cool. Alright guys. Hot takes. So now that it's all been released.
Yeah.
My hot take is that it's gonna take me until set 5 is released to track down the other 2 enchanteds I want.
What are the other 2 that you want?
I'm after Yensid.
Okay.
And an Ariel.
Okay. I mean, it's taken you to the release of set 4 to track down a morph.
True.
Morph.
He's a set 3 card though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
So that's what I'm saying. I've got this entire set.
Yeah.
To get my Yen.
Get 2.
And Charlotte's Ariel. It'll be fine. Definitely do that.
We can make it happen.
Alright then, what's your
See
hot
what happens
take?
at Lille. Hot take.
I probably should have done a hot take about Lille, shouldn't I?
I mean, go for it.
I mean, the winner's going to be English. There you go.
Yeah, that was going to be mine. I was going to say, the winner of Lille will be English. Doesn't necessarily feel like a hot take, no. The prize wall, which we didn't necessarily speak about.
You wanted to talk about.
Yeah, the prize wall will be absolutely gutted by the end of Saturday. And yeah, because there's an exclusive foiled Cinderella playmat.
Not foiled, but yes.
Is it not foiled?
No, so the cards of the playmat are not foiled, but they are exclusive arts to the championship events.
Yes.
So yeah, I think that's one thing I'm hoping is, even if I'm a judge, I'll still get a chance maybe to get some of that stuff.
Yeah.
I'm kind of hoping they have like a Pokemon Center there, like they do at big Pokemon events, so I can buy some stuff.
I think it'd be silly if they didn't. Like, it looks like the stuff that they had for Cannes Festival thing.
Yeah, the French.
They had that in Italy, the same setup with the glowing pillars and stuff over this last weekend for some sort of event.
Okay.
So
cool. Yeah, hopefully we get to see that
Europe.
as well. Yeah, hopefully we get to see that as well.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it.
I'll be sending lots of pictures. Yeah. When I'm not judging stuff, I will be doing my social media bit.
Yeah.
Which I find difficult.
You'll do fine.
I get lots of pictures.
Just point the camera. Just get us any content.
All right,
hot takes. Josh is going to do an excellent.
All right, guys. I think we'll cut it there for this week.
Yep.
So
have a magical week, and we'll see you real soon.